Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Braden Pietila of Hartland Hockey. How's it going?
Good. How about you?
Doing well.
Thanks
First
for
off,
having me.
hey, no problem, anytime. So going in, of course, you're live from the coming off of practice. As behind you is the decked out of Hartland of the Hartland Hockey Locker Room. So how exciting was the practice? Of course, practicing for Wednesday's opener against Detroit Catholic Central at USA. How exciting is it to go up to the defending D1 state champs and the defending D2 state champs?
It's good. I think everyone's excited. We got something to prove. So come Wednesday, we should be ready.
Okay, so there is a lot of change, a lot of storylines entering in this hockey season, and I think probably the biggest one is a lot of teams are shifting around in divisions. Hartland is one of them. Of course, they are in D1. It's definitely going to be interesting. Of course, now you're with Catholic Central, you're with Brighton. Livonia Stevenson is up there too, along with Howell. So what's it going to be like to have all those guys up there?
Yeah, it should be a good test for us. Yeah, we should have a little bit tougher regionals now. So we'll play either Brighton, Howell, some of those teams in regionals, I believe, and playoff should be a little bit more competitive all the way up.
Okay, so kind of talk about how fall camp went, how all that fun stuff went entering into this season.
It's been exciting. We had all fall going up. You kind of don't know what's going to happen, and then just like a week or so ago, we got the team, figured out who's all going to play, and yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of teams, especially in the county between Brighton, Howell, and Hartland, it seems like they've all lost a lot, but they've got some solid guys coming back. Of course, we talked to a bunch of them yesterday.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys coming back. I believe it's should be like 10 or so, maybe more. We got forwards. We got like Brendan Pietila, Nick Hallinan. Obviously, we got Pouliot and Henry up front too, and I think we should be returning a good decor too as well.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Can you believe it's already your senior year?
yeah, it's crazy. It seems like it's just yesterday walking into the locker room for the first time, and now it flies by.
Yeah, man. I was actually taking a look at the schedules yesterday. Um, you have a solid group of home. You got some solid opponents coming to Heartland, but you're also going on the road to a lot of places as well. Brighton comes here, but you have to go to Howell.
Yeah. So it looks like our schedule this year is going to be a lot tougher too, a lot more tests. Looks we got some more home games this year, so that'll be good.
Yeah. So going
But
in,
we start
good.
we start off with CC, and then we go to Stevenson too, just right off the bat.
Yeah, and then of course, the Thanksgiving Classic next week.
Yep.
Of course, you got Brighton rolling into town as well. So, kind of talk about just these first few weeks. What do you want to see out of what do you want to see out of this team in the first 2 weeks of the season?
I think the first few weeks we want to see the team get together and just really just become used to each other, start playing more as a team, and just get off to a hot start would be nice. So
For sure. All right. As we did with the others yesterday, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
all right, sounds good.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any hockey superstitions?
I wouldn't say I have too many, but Isaac Franti usually comes in clutch before a lot of the games, and he'll get me the packet of the stuff you put in your water. Forget what it's called, but
The Zip Fizz
that
stuff?
it's not Zip Fizz. It's
Um,
hydration.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If you know what it is, put it in the comments.
Yeah,
So okay. Pregame meal before game?
pregame meal. Usually right before, like to get something small, but like the night before, we'll do team dinners with like the pastas and that type of food usually is
Yeah,
good.
for sure. Um, okay. Um, did you have a favorite player growing up?
Growing up, I feel like it would always be, or like once I got a little bit older, Red Wings guys like Dylan Larkin were always super fun to watch, and maybe when I was younger, it'd be like Pavel Datsuk.
Yeah. Um, okay, famous person you have met and famous person you want to meet.
Ooh, um, famous person I have met, I would say it's got to be a hockey player, probably. So I would say Dylan Larkin. I met him probably a few years back at a USA game. So that was cool.
Yeah. So you never know who you might run into at one of those games. Uh,
Yeah.
but who do you want to meet?
A person I would want to meet, I'd say it would be pretty cool to meet someone like Kevin Hart or like a comedian that's pretty funny. So
All right. Um, okay. Let's see. All right. What is one thing people might not know about?
one thing people may not know right now is I got a freshman brother on the team this year.
That is going to be exciting. I mean, obviously you're a Finn, so there's a lot of you. What's it like
hmm
to have your brother on the team? And I'm pretty sure you. How many cousins do you have on there? I should ask that question too.
It's yeah, it'll be pretty cool to play with him. I've obviously never played with him before because he's a few years younger, but we got all the other Finns on the team. Not all of them are my cousins, but yeah, I think there's a handful of them, like 10 or something like that, are Finns. So
Yeah, man.
it'll be super cool.
Yeah, for sure. Um, and then just talk about just going at it this season. I know this is it's going to be a fun year trying to get the crown again, but obviously a new year brings new challenges, and obviously this year is a lot of new.
Yeah, so it'll be a good test for us for sure. Just everything harder schedule, harder playoffs, face some new teams in playoffs this year. And I don't know, I think we're all ready for it. It'll be exciting.
All right. All right, Braden Pietila, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and best of luck this season. We'll have you on again sometime.
Thank you very much.